Hello everyone, welcome back to another Watchin. Today we're going to take a quick look at a watch I received from GearBest.com. Now, if you guys haven't been to GearBest.com, it is a huge Chinese website where they sell just about anything you can imagine. And there's a considerable amount of watches on there, starting out at, just a few dollars, clear up into the hundreds of dollars. The watch we're going to take a look at today, I got one that's kind of in the middle. So this one runs $78.19, and we may take looks at, in the future, a little bit cheaper watches and a little bit more expensive watches, because I have seen some of those hidden deals come off of GearBest.com that just might be worth a look at. Now, I will link to GearBest and this watch and possibly other watches in the future. There's a lot of discount codes. There's a lot of stuff going on GearBest, and it actually seems like the more you buy, the better discounts you get. So it's kind of an interesting, there's add-on pieces that you can add onto your order, and they're super cheap. But like I said, there's a lot of stuff on there. So without further ado, we'll take a look at this watch. Now, the interesting thing is, guys, I've seen watches come off of GearBest.com, and they actually do come in watch boxes. This particular one, being a $78 watch, I actually thought would come in a watch box, but it just came in a very basic box that it was shipped in, all bubble wrapped. It did come with the tool to resize the bracelet. So the watch I had gotten, and I know you guys have heard me talk about two-tone and gold tones, but recently with one of the watches I sent out to my pops, he got kind of interested in watches, and I definitely think this one is more his style. So we'll take a look. This is a Burei. Man, some of the names, and that could be the hard part too with some of the watches coming out of China, might have a problem with the names. So if you see there, it is Burei, Burei. Now this one is a 41 millimeter watch. This one is only 50 meters water resistant, but it does have a 21 jewel Miyota movement in it, and it does have that clear display case back. If you look at the links are a little unusual. It does have solid end links there, and it does have this like a double hidden clasp. The reason why I say the links are unusual is the split pieces for the gold tone, and it does make, because there's so many pieces involved in that, I think it makes the bracelet sound a little not super solid, but it doesn't sound hollow either. Now, the Miyota movement, I believe this is an 82S0, and I could be wrong, guys. So there's the other thing. It's hard to tell from their website the exact movement. So you see there, we got 21 jewels, Miyota, Japan, automatic, water resistant, sapphire crystal. Now, the interesting thing on their site is some areas of the listing for this said mineral crystal, and some said high hardness, scratch resistant, mineral glass mirror. So it's hard to say. Now, I do know there are things out there we could test them, so maybe that's something I'll have to look into to test it out. The dial, I think, is actually pretty simple and clean. It's only got, Roman numerals and then markers around. It does have that open heart design, and it's partially skeletonized. So I don't know if that's the best way to describe it. Normally, if you didn't have that skeleton piece, you'd just call it an open heart. But with that other little bit right there, so to me, it's a open heart that's partially skeletonized and then has that clear or display case back. I actually don't think this is a bad watch at all for the price. Now, I know there's a lot out there in that kind of price range, which might be why we take a look at some of the cheaper ones. I'm going to pull off what I have on wrist right now, which is actually that that Melbourne I received for my Watchgang Platinum, and throw this one on. Now, I do like these hidden clasps like what are on this one here. My only problem is, oops, keep bumping the camera. My only problem is I had to remove 4 links out of this one. And in doing so, it's borderline too tight for me. Now, some people like their watches really tight and solid without, you know, cutting off circulation. I have around a 7-inch wrist, and this one probably could have benefited from a micro adjustment, but I know there's no way to do a micro adjustment on this style clasp that I've seen so far, or at least any of the watches that I have. So this one is definitely a little bit different than what I would normally get. No logo on the crown, no logo on the clasp, and the description was just Burei Auto Mechanical men's watch. So pretty cool. Like I said, I might be taking a look at some of their other watches, even some of the cheaper ones. I don't know that I'll get down into the super $2 or $3 ones, because those are really, really inexpensive, but you never know. I like the idea of the automatic watches at lower price points, and I know they have some other stuff on their site, so we'll take a look at some of those. But you know, for $78.19, it has that 21 jewel Miyota movement. According to the case back, it's got sapphire crystal, and it's really not that bad of a looking watch for a two-tone watch. I think my pops would actually really dig this one, and it might be going off to him. Stay tuned. There's probably going to be more watches coming from GearBest.com, and I will link to that below. Let me know what you guys think of this one. As always, guys, thanks for watching.